Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. It is day, what are we on? One, two, three, four, 5, day 6 of the wellness tour. Welcome back. Again, I hope yesterday you guys enjoyed the conversation that we had. So today, guess what? We are going to get into the book. Um, Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Jerisa Lee. I am the CEO of Journey with J. Lee Consulting, where we help professionals move from stuck to unstoppable. And as I told you guys yesterday, my goal is to be a resource for individuals that need services. So welcome in, welcome in. Hey Kayla, how you doing? Um, So I'm gonna wait just a few moments. I see we got a couple of people coming in. I'm gonna wait for maybe one or two more people come in before I kind of start jumping into this book because I don't want you guys to miss the good information that we're gonna be talking about. Hey, Kanitra. Hey, Latanya. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm super excited about this conversation. We are going to be talking about My Mind Unraveled, the journal that I created. It is a guided journal for untangling your thoughts and discovering your clarity, right? Have any of you guys kind of just had those ruminating thoughts where we keep replaying the same situation over and over? Hey, EQ, over and over, or a situation where you're super hyped up, something has triggered you, you pissed off, and you are letting whoever it is that has made you upset have it, right? But nothing is actually being resolved. There's really no real conversation. And we keep having these same conversations over and over and over again. And then we get frustrated because it's like, ain't nothing changing. You're not hearing me. So again, this book is for anybody that is having ruminating thoughts, same thing playing over and over and over in our head. We keep having the same argument without any change, anything shifting, right? Or if we just need to have a moment where we are able to identify what is it that I need, because maybe we're just feeling stuck. So I'm gonna get into it. So what book are we talking about? We're talking about, uh-oh, add it to the stage. Here we go, y'all. We're talking about My Mind Unraveled, the guided journal for untangling thoughts and discovering clarity. So what I'm gonna do is we do got a special guest that's gonna come up, but I'm gonna talk about the book first and explain the method and kind of give you guys an example of how to actually use this book, okay? So one of the first things, oh no, you did it right. Sorry. So the first page, well, not the first page, we have a little welcome message from me. But in this is where I'm starting to introduce the unraveling method. All right. The unraveling method. Y'all got it? Unraveling method. It's a 4-step process. So the very first step is I can't believe. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but I can't believe. So you and we're going to just say a partner got into this huge argument and they have pissed you off where you are ready to let loose. You have all the things ungodly to say. You just want to go in. However, you've had a session with me or you have this handy dandy book and you're like, you know what? Let me go try this. And let me back up. So here's the thing, beautiful thing about this. I know some people don't like to write. So if you don't like to write, you can still go through this process through a voice memo. On your phone, turn on the voice memo. Okay, first step is I got to do this. And you answer the question. Hey, Crystal, see, um, you open it up, you open up your voice memo and you answer the question. So I can't believe this is where, we mad, right? So we big mad, we upset. that energy, like it's got to go somewhere. And that's the other important thing is we got to make sure that we're getting this energy out and we're not just letting it fester. Okay. And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna journal it. And like I said, if you're in a place where you're like, I don't want to journal, you pick up your phone, you turn on your voice memo, and you say, I cannot believe what they just said. And here are all the reasons why they are wrong, and this and that, right? So this first piece, we are raw, uncut, not filtered, not worried about grammar. We're not worried about sentence structure. We are just writing our little lives away, right? We just writing, writing. So the example that I actually used in the book is I can't believe I used the work example. I can't believe they dismissed my idea in a meeting like it didn't even matter. So we got the partner situation, but we also have situations at work where we feel unheard, where we feel like, somebody said earlier, okay, well, we got it now. We got it now. Hey, Alexis. So I put so much work into this presentation and no one even acknowledged it. So these are two different examples that we can work with. All right, so we done got it out. We don't wrote. You may need to take a break. But if you're in a good space, we go on to the second piece. The second step is when I look deeper, I feel, right? So now we're going to take a pause. We done got all of that energy, all that frustration. We still might be a little hyped, but we shouldn't be as hyped as we were. We're going to slow down, identify what our true feeling is, and why are we actually triggered. So if we go back to the first example of my partner, it may be I feel triggered because I didn't feel heard. I actually feel disrespected. What is it that you're actually feeling? Right? If we use the example from the book and we're continuing to grow from the work example, when I look deeper, I feel unappreciated. How many of us have felt unappreciated at the job? Me. I also feel embarrassed. It triggered a fear that my voice doesn't matter. What is it triggering? And we may not know this, right? Like we might go with, oh, I'm angry. I'm gonna ask you to push a little, push a little deeper. Where is the anger coming from? Frustration, disappointment, not feeling heard. Where's it coming from? All right, so now we're gonna go on to step 3. All right, step 3 is, what I need is. And yep, I understand how I wrote it. I wrote it like that on purpose. What I need is. What do I need to move forward? And how do I move forward if my need is not honored? So here's the thing. A lot of us may go through the first stage, right? Where we vent, we get it all out. We call our mama, we call our friends, we call this and that, and we may even unload onto the person that has triggered us. But again, part of the issue is nothing is resolved. Some of us may even be good at being able to identify what that feeling is. I felt disrespected. I can't believe you disrespected me. How could you? They don't never hear me. They don't value me at work. We may be able to do step 1 and 2 like it ain't nothing, but do you do step 3? Do you continue to pause? Do you continue to sit and be like, what is it? Do I actually need? So going back to the example with the partner, I felt unheard. So what do I need? I need my partner to actually acknowledge what I'm saying. I need my partner to not dismiss by explaining their actions. which makes me feel like they're trying to justify. What is it that I need? If we use the work example, then we got what I need is acknowledgement and space to share my ideas fully. Then the second part of this is how do I move forward if my need is not honored? So I'm gonna do it backwards this time. We just said the work, so I'm gonna stay with the work and then I go back to the partner. If that need isn't honored, I will schedule a one on one conversation or reconsider how much energy I give in these meetings. Because if you're spending hours and hours on a presentation just to be dismissed or not feeling like it was taken serious, and you're already feeling overwhelmed at work, maybe you're not. Do we still put that same energy in or do we reallocate? Maybe that energy could be better focused somewhere else. When we move it into our partner, what if your partner is not well and needs to be in somebody else's chair, but they don't want to go to nobody's chair and they're not willing to hear what you need? If y'all wonder why my eyes going everywhere, I'm looking at the comments over here and then I got my book down here. Um, what if they can't show up for us? We've had conversations, we've articulated in a way that it can be received. Because I hear a lot of time, well, if I couldn't hear what they had to say because they was rah rah rah. Mm. And then I hear a lot of partners that are the rah rah rah. They feel like I'm not heard until I do rah rah rah, and I'm like, are you actually heard, or do they just stop with their? Do they stop in the moment? Because being heard, there's an acknowledgement, and then there's a conversation about if they can and cannot meet whatever need you have requested. So even though a lot of times the rah 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 person feels like, well, when I'm rah rah rah, I get their attention. You may get their attention, but you may not be having a change. And it's the attention for the moment. So what happens if the partner can't show up? What you gonna do? And we have to sit and really answer that question. A lot of times we don't want to answer that question because that put that responsibility back on us when we have given the responsibility to somebody else, but it's really ours. Because if someone has said, I ain't gonna be able to do that. And a lot of times people don't say it as clearly as that. Right? That's part of the issue. We're not clearly communicating with each other what we can and can't do. Do we adjust the expectation? Do we have understanding of why they can't meet the need and figure out other means, appropriate, healthy means to get that need met? Or is it so severe and so detrimental to the relationship or to your health that you actually really need to consider how do I become whole? How do I become healthy? Here's one recommendation I always make, and keyword is a recommendation, it's an encouragement. Everybody gets to do whatever they want to do. When people or couples are talking about divorce, they won't show up, they won't change, they want this, I'm unhappy. I always encourage before there's a real discussion about, especially if there's no abuse, there's no that those things. Um, are you making yourself happy? The things that you're requiring of your partner, are you doing them for yourself? Are you honoring yourself? Are you valuing yourself? Are you spoiling yourself? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you loving yourself? Are you doing those things for yourself? Or have you shifted all of the responsibility onto your partner? And that's not to negate that your partner need to show up in some ways. But my question is, have you filled yourself first? Fill yourself first. Focus on filling self first. Because once you filled yourself first, you have a clearer mind to make a clear decision. Because that clear decision may be like, oh, yeah, my expectations was a little off. Or it might be like, no, my expectations were still spot on. I'm now able to have a clearer conversation about it. They are communicating, or their behaviors are communicating that they cannot show up in the way that I need. Okay, I'm gonna get off of that. So, what is it that I need? Right? The fourth step. So, we've identified what it is that I need. I need you to acknowledge what I have to say. And I need you not to try to explain why you did what you did. I just need acknowledgement. And there may be some other things, there may be some change behavior. But the last important piece is, how do we actually have this conversation? Do we have this conversation while our partner's at work? Hey, you got a minute to talk? Let me have a conversation with you. Do we have this conversation when someone is watching TV or focused on cooking or working with the kids? When do we have this conversation? And what is it that I actually need to communicate, right? A lot of times when we go have a conversation, we want to rehash what the experience was. And then what typically happens is in that rehashing of what the experience was, we now get into trying to prove who perspective was right. I ain't say that. Yes, you did, because this is how you said. No, I didn't. I said it like this. No, you didn't. And so now we're arguing about the perspectives of what happened and not what I actually need. So Cassandra says, what happened when there is no acknowledgement from the other party? So that goes back to the other question. How do I move forward if my need is not being honored? And if you're telling me my need is that I need acknowledgement and that party is not willing to acknowledge it, what is your next step? How do you move forward? Because there's some people that's not going to acknowledge their behaviors. They will be dismissive. They will turn it on you. Well, if you wouldn't have did X, Y, and Z, then I wouldn't have done. Oh, okay. We're not taking no accountability. Got it. Understood. Does that person need to have access to us? Do we need to limit access? That's when those boundaries come into place. You're not stewarding me well. And because you're not stewarding me well, what access do you get? So in that communication, like I said, we don't go in the back and forth of rehashing what brought us here. The conversation should actually be very direct. I'm gonna give the example from the work. Um, I need to communicate this to my manager. I will request a private meeting and calmly explain how I felt and what I need moving forward. If they are unable to meet this need, I will explore alternative ways to advocate for myself or consider long term changes. So, with the partner, it may be, babe, during our discussion earlier, this statement made me feel unheard. Going forward, when we're having conversations, I need for you to say, you hear me, I understand. Are you able to do that? It's a question. We can tell people what we need all day long. They have to make the decision if they can rise to the occasion or if they can't. We can't make anybody do anything. A lot of times we're like, well, I told them what I need and they still didn't do it. Correct. Now what you gonna do? Okay. So this is not perfect. It may take you a couple of tries to get through it. It may take you some tweaking to do, but this is the unraveling method. right? And so, let me see. What else I got here? Okay, so this is what the journal actually looks like inside of the journal. This is the journal entry. So again, it is for journals. You got your date, you got step one, step two. Then we got step three. Step three, you see, is a couple of questions to help you process through that. Then we have step four, right? And then there's very specific questions to help you navigate. How do I say this? When do I say it? What is it that I actually need to communicate? And here's the sneak peek. We got a midway reflection. So there's 42 entries in there. So we got 42 times to figure this thing out, right? So 21, by the time we get to 21, we're gonna do some reflecting. We're gonna figure out if there's some shifts, some things. What are we noticing? And then by the end of the book, we're gonna review how have we grown? How are we showing up differently? What are we doing differently? Because again, the goal is that we are showing up differently and that you know we are handling things a lot different is the whole goal. So I promise you guys a guest that will come on and kind of talk about their experience. I am waiting for the guest to log in. Once she logs in, uh-oh, give me just a moment. She is telling me that the link is not working. So if I can get you guys to be patient with us, share your link. Let's see how we can do this. Get you guys to be patient with me just for a moment so I can get it in there. So I think I actually shared the link in the group chat. I didn't mean to do that, but oh no, that's the referral link. Okay, y'all, I am so sorry. Give me just a moment. Uh, oh man, I hope I can get her in here. Add a person. Okay, we're gonna copy that. Da 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 da. Da. Yeah, I'm gonna be so upset if I can't get her in here because she absolutely did the work behind the scenes for me. Um, as I'm working through this to try to get her in here, I'm gonna talk to you guys about how this came about. When we talked about doing the tour, um, I was telling Kanitra that I think it would be a cool idea if I'm able to get someone who has actually went through the journal prompts to come in and actually talk about it. And so she made the suggestion that I put out the request for help in the community. So I did. And I had a brave young lady. Um, let's see if we can get her in here. Sorry. I am multitasking. If anybody knows me, I don't do a good job at multitasking. That is not my strong suit. Um, so she volunteered and we had a conversation and I told her the questions that I was going to be asking. So we're not going to be talking about what she actually wrote. Again, I just want her to kind of tell us about her experience of going through the process so you guys can kind of know what to expect if you decide to embark on this. And it says she is waiting on me. Okay, so how do I let her in, y'all? Okay, how do I? Because I don't even see her. Kanitra, I don't know if you can pop in and tell me how to let her in. Because I don't see where I know how I usually look when I'm sitting in the background, but I don't see her. Yeah, I appreciate y'all patience. It says she's backstage. Okay, where are you at backstage? 'cause I don't see you. Hmm. Kanitra, can you give me some assistance with how I can why am I she says she's backstage, but I don't see her. Again, thank you guys. We probably should have tested this out earlier. And as you guys can see in the comment, it is none other than Latanya Williams. It says she had to click all the way through, but if she's saying she is in the back, she is backstage. Should she just be showing up on my screen? Is what you're saying? Latanya, did you let's see. Thank you guys again. Trying to figure it out. Kanitra, I just sent it through Facebook. Click her and pick her up, drop me in the link. So she's not showing on my screen at all. How I had the document, she's not showing up there at all. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I appreciate that because y'all know this is my first time trying to bring somebody up, trying to be fancy, trying to do the things. Send me the back statement. This one we need some good music on the background. She had to hit enter studio. She said she's in the back. She's in the backstage. I'm gonna give it a few more moments because I know Kanitra also has to do her live. Again, I appreciate all of you guys' patience. I'm singing over here. I love it. Are you did, Kanitra? I did. Okay, so I went to invite guests to the studio. I did copy. And then, yeah, I don't know, guys. I truly, truly don't know. Well, what we may have to do is if Latanya wouldn't mind, if she can put in the comments what her experience was, if y'all have moments for her to kind of type that in since we cannot bring her up. And I'm gonna say it's user error because it's probably me that is not doing something correctly. I just don't know what I'm not doing correctly. So because Kanitra, are you in the background? Because I sent you the link too. Oh wait, here we go. Enter the stage. She's here, y'all. Yeah, here we go. All right, it's loading. I don't know if y'all can see that it's loading, but she's here. She's coming in. She's coming in. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. Let's see. We got Kanitra loading too. Okay, so we got Kanitra here.
but Tanya is spinning slowly.
You.
You can't hear me?
Can y'all hear Kanitra?
That's so funny. I'm
Oh no,
in the show.
something might be going on with her signal.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Look, now we got mic issues. Oh, they could hear you, Kanitra. Why can't I hear you?
They can hear me. You might just need to turn your volume up on your devices. Hey y'all,
Oh,
hey,
you
look,
right.
we are learning here. Uh-huh.
They was in
Uh-huh.
my pocket, so I was
Right.
trying to
Meanwhile, I see the can you hear us now?
everybody
I
else
love
could
it
hear.
here.
I couldn't.
Oh, that's so
It was
good.
me.
So, tea time, if you are listening, it was get out. Well, no, we still got to get tea time to the stage because I know she did some good work and we got to get her feedback on this unraveling method. I will say, while tea time is getting back in, T, make sure you follow all the prompts, enter your name, enter studio, follow every single prompt it gives you. Sometimes, y'all, when y'all come backstage, you got to scroll up because on your phone, you don't see all of the options. Okay, y'all. So, but while we're doing that, I want to say, can we gas up, Jaylee? Period. Because
Thank
that is
you.
good, honey. Like, I think the part that resonates with me the the most, and it could just be because that's where we stop is that part about the reflection. Like that reflection part for me is really learning. That's when I learn something about myself. Right. So I love that. Teacher! Yay! Good. Now, T, you gonna have to turn that other thing off now, okay? That's good. Look, I love the tea. She got on the grief grower and go, let's get it to it. All right, so I'm gonna fade into the background, but this is amazing. I want to say, make sure y'all get with Jay Lee and get this product because she is teaching us how to walk through the work. I love it, and we're about the wellness work. All right, y'all. I'm going back on
Thank you,
the other
Kanitra.
side. You're welcome.
All right, welcome. I'm so glad we figured it out. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? How's
I-
everybody?
I'm doing good.
Of course, I'm a little.
So, you're a little nervous?
Yes.
Well, one, I do want to publicly say that I appreciate you volunteering to do this because again, I know based on our conversation, this took you to a space. And you decided to still move through it and you didn't say, Jaylee, nah, I ain't gonna be able to do that. So I appreciate you doing that. And then I also appreciate you coming on live and talking about the process because I know that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. So, hello everybody. My name is Latanya. They call me Tea Time. That's my new name. I like it though. So, when Jay Lee, when I got the book, I really didn't really look at it. The journal, I didn't really look at it like I probably should have. And so then, as we were speaking, I was looking at it and then I was thinking to myself, oh, I don't know if this is something that I could really do. So for me, I lost my daughter December 28th, May 3 years ago. So after losing my daughter, she's my firstborn. So I went from my baby graduating in 5 months to my daughter passing, having to plan a funeral, having to get her kids and take care of them. And it was just very overwhelming for me. So when I did all this, I didn't think that I would be able to do it.
Uh-oh, I think she might have lost signal or she may have a phone call coming in. We'll give her a few more moments to see if she's able to rejoin us because she's already started letting us in and definitely want to hear her story and her information. Again, I thank all of you guys for being so patient with us. This is real life, right? How do we adjust when real life is happening, when things are not going according to plan? Do we get frustrated and give up? Do we stay calm? So again, thank you guys so much for staying with us through our technical difficulties. We appreciate it. Go out and come X the way back in. Okay, so she just officially left out. We're gonna see if she can log back in. And I see y'all comments. Thank you guys for the love again. Thank you for the patience. We truly, truly, truly appreciate it. I didn't plug. I'll go ahead and plug right quick where you guys can get my book, journeywithjaylee.kit.com. Once you log on to the website, if you scroll down, you will see a tab that says My Unraveling Method. If you click on that, it will take you to the Shopify, and you can get the book there.
Okay,
All
I'm
right.
sorry. I don't know what happened. So it was like the iPad was running, so I powered the iPad off. I do apologize. Where was I? What was the last thing I said? So anyway, my daughter passed away, and I had to plan a funeral. I had to get the kids registered in school, and I just started doing everything for myself. So fast forward, it's been 3 years, and I always start journaling, and then I stop journaling. I start and then I stop. Well, doing this, I realized why I don't journal. Journaling makes me feel, and I guess I wasn't really ready to feel. So I have started, and I am on step one. Just I have a lot of whys. I have a lot of questions that I guess I never thought about asking, or per se, I just never thought about it. So this is where I'm at now. I also want you to know you don't have to go to step two until you conquer step one. So right now I'm in step one, and I'm trying to release a lot of raw emotions. So for me, I was kind of overwhelmed, and it kind of pushed me in a bad place. But I am feeling a lot better about it, and I am going to keep pressing forward. So I am grateful and thankful for this opportunity, but one day at a time. So I'm back there, and it's like a kind of like an open wound. You never stop grieving, but I'm just learning how to grieve better.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And guys, like she said,
Yeah.
we may not be able to go through all 4 steps in one sitting, right? Like step 1 brought up a lot of stuff for her because one, she's not journaling about something that just happened. She's journaling about something that happened years ago, but she's still processing through.
Okay.
So you can hear me now?
Mhm.
Okay. Um, so take your time. Again, this is not a journal that you have to do daily. This is a very intentional, guided journal to help you to become unstuck and to move through the process, right? So again, Latanya, thank you so much for doing this, for coming on, being honest, and kind of telling us about the story that you did decide to write about or journal about. I don't want to say write about, journal about. If you guys can give her a round of applause, because again, the vulnerability that it takes to go through this and actually come on live and kind of talk about it is amazing and encouraging. Again, if you guys can all give her some love, I would greatly appreciate it. We love you so much. I appreciate you so much again. Um, I don't have anything else besides thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in and being a part of this conversation. If you guys have any questions, you guys know how to reach me, journeywithjaylee.com on all platforms. Yes, thank you guys. I appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful night. And Latanya, thank you so much again.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.